Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games. Now, if you want to skip straight to the games, I do have chapters. This is going to be quite a long intro because we have a bunch of dad jokes to catch up on. I think what I'll do is I'll just do two a day until we catch up to the correct date. But we also have a ton of members who I didn't thank over the vacation, who I would like to thank now for signing up as a new month. So let's start with our two dad jokes. For December 23rd, which reindeer likes to clean? Comet. For those who don't have that brand, Comet is a brand of cleaner. All right. And for the 24th, how is Christmas like your job? You do all the work and the fat guy in the suit gets all the credit. All right. And I'm going to blast through this list of quite a few people who started a new month. I do appreciate all of you. Joe S., Scott Bathurst, Double E, Pamela Lamb 7, Brittany Owen, Cindy Hobbs, Knitting by Franco, Sonalita, Sotek, Themery, 89 Gel 1, Abby George, Anna K, Anna Sicom, Chones Wow, Gage T, Gavin Sharp, J Cat 5669, Jim Riley, Jonathan Larson, Karina Semenov, Carl Bartlett, Kyla Young, Chris Brower, Lisa Last, Little Rose, Marissa, Matt, Nathan Good, Peter Levinson, Richard Olson, Unruly Sphinx, Vamos Cruceros, Veronica Pitch, Will Jones, William Carey, Thor, and VW Jet 2001. Thank you to all of you for starting a new month as a member. And all of you got either your words re-added to the wheel or doubled up on the wheel, so that you have a higher chance of getting your options picked. That is kind of the new strategy here. And those stay on the wheel until they're picked. So even if you only sign up for 1 month, if you would like to get picked exactly once, you can sign up for 1 month as a member, and you are guaranteed at some point that word will get picked and you'll get credit for it. All right. Well, finally, we have finished our intro. Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Jean Opal, swimming course, Tide tissue, Infinity athletics, Audi direction, equestrian cell, protein mini, trend, and triathlon. Is this how mini is spelled for I think it's a name, right? Who am I thinking of? The mouse. Mini. We have Audi, like an Audi belly button. Infinity pool is where I usually my mind goes. I mean, we've got a swimming pool and an infinity pool. Are there other pools? Triathlon. I always forget which sports. I think it's swimming and running and bicycling, or am I getting some of that wrong? Tissue, jean, opal. Opal's kind of like a black, shiny black color, isn't it? Huh. Or is it like a kind of gem, maybe? Tide. High tide, low tide. Protein. I mean, we've got gene, we've got protein, we've got tissue. I mean, these are kind of just like biology terms. We've got cell. Of these, I would exclude tissue if we had a better option. I mean, tissue is a biology term, but these are much smaller. The gene, the protein, the cell. Genes construct proteins. They're in the cell. Cells make up tissues. Are we trying to like build up a ladder here, a ladder of size? I don't know. I kind of feel like trying this. Okay, it was correct. Biological structures. Sure. Trend. Trend. A trend, a direction, a course. These are just synonyms. The tide, maybe? Like where things are going? The tide? Like the tide is trending towards this way? It could be. Let's try this. Okay. Tendency. Now I'm seeing like athletics, equestrian, swimming, triathlon. These are like kind of like sporty terms. I think my blank pool idea is gone. Oh, I think there might have. Is there a rainbow herring on blank pool? Because there's gene pool, there's tide pool, there's swimming pool, and there's infinity pool. So I think that's a rainbow herring that I avoided because I totally would have tried that as purple if I had seen the other ones. I just now saw them. Um, this is a little bit weird though, isn't it? Equestrian's like a horse sport, swimming sport, triathlon, and then athletics. I don't know. So what would Audi, Opal, Infinity, and Mini be? It's just Minnie Mouse, right? That's just her name. But is that how she spells her name? It doesn't seem right. It's tempting to just try these. Swimming, triathlon, athletics, equestrian. I'm just gonna try it. Okay, that was right. Summer Olympic events. Oh, okay. There's just an athletics event in the. What's involved in the athletics event? I thought all the events were athletic. Huh. I guess I just don't know. I'll look that up after. Infinity, Mini, Audi, and Opal. This is purple. Hmm. I would think ending in E, the E sound, but Opal doesn't. Huh. Audi. Maybe it's like using some of the letters. Audi, I see out and I see tie. None of those seem to work. I don't know what we do with Opal. What can we use from Opal? Pal? I don't know if it's letters. It might be a fill in the blank. I'm not sure. I guess purple's just happening today. Car brand homophones. Really? Well, Infinity is a car brand. Yeah, I guess they spell it differently. The Mini, like Mini Cooper, I guess. What's Opal? I don't know that car brand. Opal? Am I saying it right? And then Audi. Audi? I say Audi and Audi very differently. Okay, homophones in someone else's accent. Then what's Opal? Car brand Opal? Opel. Opel is a historic German car brand. Huh. Okay. Major European car manufacturer with a long heritage. Now part of the global Stellantis group. Okay. Yeah, it's a European brand, so that's why I'm not familiar with it. Okay. Um, that's a weird one for sure. I don't think I was ever going to get that. Difficulty. There's that one rainbow herring, so that we're going to have a bump at one mistake, maybe. The rainbow herrings being fill in the blanks has been really sneaky because if you find a fill in the blank, you kind of just assume it's purple, not a rainbow herring. Got to be really careful these days. I don't know. I'll give it a 2.7, and I think we have a 75% solve rate. Let's see what they did. They did 2.3. Okay. And what is our bot saying today? 90. Wow, very high solve rate today. 94%. This should have been the zero point 0.5 difficulty, not that one from the other day. We do have a bump at one mistake. I wonder if it's all that blank pool. So people who won, which is most people, are getting green or blue first, maybe yellow. Oh, I was going to look up athletics, Olympic event. Let's do that. Olympic event athletics. Let's see. Athletics has been contested. Modern program includes track and field events, road running events, and race walking events. Oh, so it's kind of like the track and field, running, walking type events are all put under athletics as a group. Okay, I didn't know that. I just figured everything you do at the Olympics is athletic. um, yeah, 3%. The things people aren't getting is just purple. Same thing here in second. Ever. If you're losing, you're not getting purple, and then you're confused about at least one other. Let's look at the breakdown. Wow, okay, so green and blue. So it's actually kind of hard to find yellow today, seems like. It's all 1%ers, though. Not many people lost. So yeah, 13% of people found blank pool, the rainbow herring. Putting infinity in with bearing, I don't know about that. Putting Audi in. It's just not understanding tide meaning being a synonym there, which I think is the most kind of out there of the four. So it kind of makes sense. But I was wearing yellow today, so I got it. Good thing I was wearing yellow. All right. So what are people looking in first? Green, blue, yellow. People are seeing the fake purple before seeing the purple. And then a lot of people are putting course in with the Olympic events. Maybe thinking like a race car or some kind of race course. I don't know. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the easy and medium pips for Monday, December 29th. Let's play. Ooh, okay. So how many ones do we have? We have a singular one. It goes into a 4, and it actually has to throw out the 4 because this domino has to go this way because of this little notch. That means we have something that just adds to 8. How about the 4, 4? Now we have something that's just equal on its own. How about the 5, 5? And then we need the 2 4s. One goes into a greater than 5. One goes into less than 3. All right. Yeah, this was all completely forced. You just had to look in the right place. Let's do the medium. A lot of 10s. Okay. So we definitely have a domino here that adds to less than 10. And then we have a domino here. In fact, I kind of liked using the pen here to kind of show forced dominoes because there's a lot of forced dominoes in this one. How many dominoes do we have that adds to 10? There's only 2 possible. There's 5, 5, and there's 4, 6. We only have the 4, 6. So we only have one domino that by itself adds to 10, which means we can't do this because then we'd also have to do this. And we need 2 dominoes that add to 10. We simply don't have that. So this is going to go this way. And so that means we either have a domino this way. This is our only choice. Either 2 dominoes like this, or we're going to have 2 dominoes like this. That's our only choice. So why don't we start filling out? So we're going to have lots of 4s, 6s, and 5s. What isn't a 4, 6, or 5? We have a blank, a 3, a blank, a 1, and a 2. The only thing we can't do is put a blank here. Blank 3, blank 1, 2. So that's going to tell us about this 10 here. I don't think we want a blank in the 10 because then we need a domino that has to 10 going here. I mean, I guess it could be the 4, 6. Why don't we experiment with that? Put the 4, 6 here. So what do we have left? We have 2 blanks, a 1, a 2, and a 3. So we need 5. Yeah, so we need 5 cells that aren't part of a 10. We only have 3. So that's definitely not happening. So actually, we need to use 3 digits. Let's see. No, we need to use 2 digits in here that are lower than 4, 5, 6. So what if we did something like the 5, 1, maybe? Does that make sense? If we did 5, 1, no, then we need to use a 4. So we're not doing the 5, 1. What about the 4, 3 then? That adds to 7. So we need another 3. We can't do that. What domino can we do here? The 5, 2 then? That adds to 7. And then we can use the 3, 4. Now this needs to be a 6, but we don't know which way it goes yet. Greater than... So now the 1 is the only thing that's greater than 0 that we can do there. Because all the 4, 5, 6s are used by the 10s. Now we can do the 5 blank down. Now 6, 6 would make sense here, because then we can do the 6, 4 up, and then the 4 blank down. There we go. We can clear out this pen tool. Very nice. That worked out. I think drawing out where the dominoes have to go definitely helps quite a bit. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the hard pips for Monday, December 29th. Let's play. Ooh, we got a lot of islands here. We have 4 islands. So We're Spanish today with the upside down exclamation point and exclamation point. What's forced here? We need a 6 in here. Now 20 and 4 makes me think 5, 5, 5, 5. 12 and 2 needs 6s. How many 6s do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 6s. Hold on. And they're all used. The two 12s and the 6 use up all our 6s. So this has to be 5, 5, 5, 5. That's forced. So I'm thinking I need a 6, 5 coming up here. So let's do that. And then now this has to be a 5, 5. Let's do that. And then how many 5s do I have left? I have a 5, 2, a 5 blank, a 5, 1. I have lots of 5s left. This needs to be 6 and 2 are greater than 3. So it's going to be 6, 4. Do I have a 6, 4? Yes, I do. Okay. So that's used up. And now the rest of this is kind of open. We know this 6 goes up and then this 5 goes up, but we just need to make sure it's not equal. So we'll hold off on that. This is all just not equal. We'll hold off on that. Now when the other 2 6s go in here, or sorry, 2 of the 6s go in here. We also have 1 in here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So it would make sense to me to put the 2 in the less than 3, because that's usually you want to be hugging the value. 3 and 3 could be 1, 1, 1. Could be blank 1, 2. Could be blank. How many blanks do we have? We only have a singular blank with a 5. What do we have 5 of? I guess is a question. Looks like we had a lot of 3s. So is it 3s then? This is probably a double or a double somewhere. I think there has to be a double in this corner, definitely. So the double 3 either goes here or upwards. Do we use a 4? I wonder. What about a 3 going into here? 3, 4 maybe. And then I could do a 3, 1. Do I have a 3, 1? Yeah. I could do a 3, 1 this way. Now this couldn't be 3, 1. Do I have a 6, 3? I do. So 6, 3 this way. And then this is 1, 1. Perfect. Okay, I think this is working out. Now we need a double in here. That's going to be a double 2. Doesn't really matter which way it goes. And then we need the 3, 2 to go in here. Perfect. I didn't notice, but actually using 3s up here, and then this is the last 3, so I couldn't use 3s elsewhere. Now we just have to make sure the not equals is work out. So we don't have another blank, so let's just stick a blank in here. And then the 6, 1 has to go here. And then 2, 4, oh, okay, so we need to split up the 5. So the 2, 5 goes here, and then these just get, there we go. Nice. That one worked out very well. The meta of if it's divisible by the number of cells, then it's probably all equals as well. Holds up more often than it doesn't, which is kind of interesting. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Monday, December 29th. Let's play. Bunny on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Is Bugs Bunny on there? Let's see. Capital of Norway. Oslo. Constantly complaining. Not sure. Precipice, like an edge. I don't know if edge is right. Probably not. Let's actually not fill that. Part of R&R and RIP. Rest. Rest in peace. Rest in relaxation. Not for the president. No, not for the present. Not for the present. Oh, a bow goes on a present. Okay. Love in this club, singer 2008. Usher. Oh, hit J instead of H. Move effortlessly. Glide. Maybe it is edge. Spotify Wrapped listings. Songs. You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay. This was whiny. Constantly complaining is whiny. So if I just filled out edge and had rest there, if I thought of whiny, I could have gotten the crosses. Okay. I'm actually surprised edge was the answer to precipice, but I'm not sure why. I think of precipice as the pit, not the edge before the pit, but maybe I just don't understand what precipice means. Anyway, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is, are you putting me on? Oh, is it clothing? Jacket. Yeah, we've got jacket here. I wonder if it's, is clothing our spanogram or or what? Okay, so if I highlight jacket here, they have a badge for spanogram first now, so I'd like to try to do it more often. We have jacket here. We have, what else can we find? Stub. Shirt. Shirt is here. So is this suit just by itself? Or is it like suit of clothing or suit? So we have jacket, shirt, suit. Like this. So then what's the B doing? I'm not sure what our spanogram is. Does it go top to bottom? Bottom to top? Their pants here. Shirt, jacket. Skiff? No. What's the double F doing? We have socks. Do we have shoes? Do we have boots? Do we have... I mean, there's lots of clothing items. I don't know which ones they're picking. Maybe that has to do with the spanogram. We have trunk here. That's interesting. Like a trunk can hold clothing. So we have toy here. I may not be able to... I guess I could circle. People hate it when I circle. But I want the spanogram first. So we have jacket. We have shirt. We have suit. The difference between circling and locking in is when I circle, I can't be confident that I got it correct. We have... I thought we had trunks here, but we don't. What's the double F doing? What's this B doing? B... Belt. Jacket, shirt, suit, belt. There's 7 words. We have 4 of them already. I keep thinking suit should be part of our spanogram, but I'm not sure how that would work. Suit something. We have elf here. Maybe the double F doesn't go together. Okay, we have Noyseers. I'm not seeing it. Skin. Well, okay. So where are our pants or our what else do we call them? Slacks, maybe. Maybe we are building a suit here. So yeah, we got our jacket, our shirt, our belt. We should have slacks or dress pants of some kind. I'm not seeing slacks though. How about a tie? But tie won't work on its own because it's only 3 letters. You've got your socks and your shoes. So like dress shoes. What would we call those? Vest, maybe? I think I see vest. Got vest here. Trousers. That's what we're going for here. That's all of this. This is trousers. Trousers. Oops. So, okay, suit has to be part of our spanogram then. Oh, is it suit yourself? It's suit yourself. Okay, so we can get the spanogram now. Suit yourself. Perfect. And we've got belt, we've got shirt, we've got jacket, we've got trousers, and we've got vest. I almost accidentally locked in vets. That would have locked in. And we is just one cufflinks, it looks like. Okay. Nice, I did it. Got spanogram first. Progress towards the badge. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, today's bonus game is the New Yorker's Shuffle-O. Let's hit play. I've never played this before. So, can you make a word with 4 letters? How about rigs? Okay. And now we add another letter. So, grits. Okay. And, Is it another GR group? I'm not sure. Right to tigers. Okay. Try. Maybe I should shuffle it. Let's see. Ooh, rings. String. But then what's the E doing? Grind. Maybe it's an ing word. I see string. I don't see another ing. I bet the last word's an ing word. Maybe. Resting. There it is. It is an ing. Okay. And is this also an ing? We got another E. Trees. Treesing. I don't think it's that. Whoops. Treesing. No. Okay. I didn't think so. Street. Maybe it's not an ing. I don't know. Tinge. Tinges. Make me play a pure anagram game. Let's shuffle it. I wonder if it is an ing or not. It doesn't seem like it can be an ing. Addressing street. If there was another S, we could do stressing instead of another E. But obviously that's not it. Snurtige. What if it's an IGE word or an IGER word? Set. I don't know. I'm going to grab a hint. I wonder what the hint says. The T is second. Okay. So I'm thinking ST then. Maybe an ST street. STE. Stag. I think I need one more hint. The R is here. So if it ended in ing, we'd be steering. Oh, steering. Okay. There's a bonus round. Do I dare? Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, this game is just an anagram game. I guess some people like to do anagrams. I'm not an anagram fan. I don't know. It's another ing word. I think a lot of them are going to have to be. Festering. Come on. Festering. There we go. Okay, there we go. Well, let's spin the bonus games wheel and see what we are going to play tomorrow. It is Bill C's suggestion of Squirtle. So, as always, there is a link in the description. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video that'll take you to my Wordle solve. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.